Let me give you my version of genetically modified foods. What is genetic modification? It means we are taking the DNA of fruits or plants and animals and insects, and we are injecting into the DNA in the lab, for which nature have created boundaries for not to mix. For example, a cow doesn't go and mate with a frog. Each species, humans don't go and mate with an animal because there is a natural boundary. But what scientists are doing now in the lab is they are taking the DNA species and then injecting into the DNA in the laboratory and creating a new species. That's why it's called genetic engineering, and I would call in fact genetic modification or genetic pollution. Because if nature has created boundaries, why are we overcoming it? Because for a nature to evolve until now, it's 14 billion years. Do we think a 4-year study, a 10-year study in a university can give us the knowledge to understand the 14 billion years of evolution? No, we are doing a lot of stupid things. And what is the problem now? You look, a lot of allergies now with kids. You know, we had a recent incident. Somebody just opened a peanut pack in the Singapore Airlines. One of the other fellow passenger got an anaphylactic attack. I'm seeing so many kids with allergies. My friends in the school, for every child, they have a list of allergies of this fellow can't eat this nut. It means, how come the foods we have been eating for generations like cashew nut, peanuts, walnuts, pecan nuts, etc. is now attacking ourselves? It is not because of anything, but it's because of what we did to the genes. At the genetic level, we started to manipulate things which our body now cannot recognize it as a food. That's why we have so much of digestive issues, mental issues, cancer, so much problem, because we manipulated a lot what nature provided us in a pristine form over the last 100 years. Over the last 10,000 to 20,000 years, humans have not progressed so much. We have been following natural evolution. But in the last 100 years, under the name of science, we started to do a lot of manipulation to our food, manipulation and modification, which now our body can't recognize. Why? Because our body follows the natural course of evolution together with the food what we ate. But now our body can't progress to the fast what we are doing to the changes to the food. So I had a music director friend, he was our neighbor. So in the past, in one of the music he produced, he needs to emulate the sound of a horse. So they didn't have a tool. So what he did was, he took a coconut shell and wore an iron ring and started to hit. It produced the sound of a horse. But now he said 20 years later when he tried to do it, he took a coconut shell again and then used iron ring. With one knock, the whole shell crumbles. What does that mean? It means the outside it looks like a coconut, but it don't have the strong genes to withstand. Why? Because we hybridized the food. To me, hybridization is no different than bastardization of our food. Outside it looks like the same, but the genetic composition is not strong anymore. That's why in the past, all our foods now has been hybrid and crossbred, hybrid and crossbred. It's totally not even a food. That's why we can't get the real nutrition from the food. And GMO is worst. We are mixing interspecies DNA in the lab, which our body can't recognize it as a food. But somehow we all proclaim, our authorities proclaim it is still safe. So if you look at the media brainwashing as I shared earlier, in another 10-20 years time it will reveal that yes, what we did to the food is wrong. But so by then again, don't wait until for 20-30 years, start working with a farmer and start eating fresh so that you can have a good life and good health.